power of letting go. There comes a moment in your life when you finally realize that forcing things does not bring them closer. In fact, the more you chase, the more they run. The more you hold on tightly, the more they slip away. And the more you try to control every moment and every outcome, the more overwhelmed, exhausted, and frustrated you become. Because life has a rhythm, and when you fight that rhythm, you end up creating resistance. You end up creating pressure where peace should be. You end up blocking the blessings that were meant to reach you effortlessly. Letting go is not weakness. It is not giving up. It is not laziness. Letting go is understanding that the universe does not respond to fear, stress, or desperation. It responds to alignment. It responds to energy. It responds to the vibration you are sending out at every moment. When your mind is tense and your heart is anxious, you are sending a signal that you do not trust the process. When you constantly question whether something will work out, you are telling the universe that you do not believe in its timing. And when you keep trying to force things to happen before their time, you actually push them further away. But the moment you relax, everything shifts. When you breathe deeply and release the tight grip you have on life, you create space. Space for clarity, space for peace, space for blessings, space for everything that is meant for you to finally come in. The universe cannot deliver what you want if your hands are clenched. It can only deliver when your energy is open, calm, and ready to receive. Letting go means trusting that what is meant for you is already on its way. It means believing that even if you cannot see progress, progress is happening. It means understanding that you do not need to chase what is destined. You do not need to force what is aligned. You do not need to beg for what is already yours spiritually, even if it hasn't shown up physically yet. Think about the times in your life when something suddenly fell into place after you stopped worrying about it. Maybe an opportunity appeared out of nowhere. Maybe a solution came the moment you stopped searching for one. Maybe someone entered your life the moment you stopped feeling lonely. That is not a coincidence. That is the universe responding to your shift in energy. When you relax, you move out of a state of resistance and into a state of flow. And in that flow, life becomes lighter. Your mind becomes clearer. Your decisions become wiser. You begin to notice signs, synchronicities, and opportunities that you were too stressed to see before. Letting go is not a one-time action. It is a daily practice. Every morning you choose peace over pressure. Every night you choose trust over fear. Every moment you remind yourself that you do not need to micromanage the universe. You only need to align yourself with it, trusting divine timing. One of the greatest lessons you will ever learn is that everything in life happens exactly when it is meant to. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. You may think you are ready for something, but the universe knows the truth of your readiness. It knows what you still need to learn, what you still need to heal, and what you still need to strengthen within yourself before the blessing arrives. Divine timing is not always comfortable, but it is always precise. It is always intentional. It is always aligned with your highest good. The reason we suffer is not because life is unfair. It is because we want things immediately. We want answers now. We want results instantly. We want our dreams to materialize the moment we think of them. But growth does not work like that. Manifestation does not work like that. Nothing truly meaningful happens overnight. Just like the sun rises slowly, just like a tree grows silently, just like a flower blooms gradually, your blessings unfold in stages. There is a divine order to everything. When you learn to trust this timing, your entire life becomes lighter. Instead of forcing outcomes, you begin to allow them. Instead of trying to control everything, you begin to surrender. Instead of living in frustration, you begin to live in faith. This shift in perspective creates peace inside you. It helps you understand that every delay has a purpose. Every pause is a preparation. Every setback is a redirection towards something better. Think of a seed planted in the soil. You cannot see its growth, but it is happening. It is sprouting roots, building strength underground. establishing the foundation it needs to survive the storms ahead. If you dig it up too early because you are impatient, you destroy its potential. This is exactly how the universe works with your dreams. Sometimes it keeps them hidden while they grow, while you become the person who can sustain the blessing once it arrives. Many times, what you think is a delay is actually protection. Maybe something you wanted so badly would have harmed you if it came too early. Maybe a relationship you prayed for would have broken you if it entered your life before you healed. Maybe a job you desired would have limited you instead of elevating you. The universe always sees the full picture, while you only see one moment in time. Trusting divine timing means trusting that the universe knows what you don't. And during the wait, you are not being punished, you are being prepared. You are learning patience, discipline, clarity, resilience, and self-worth. You are being shaped into someone stronger, wiser, and more aligned with what you want. Because if the blessing comes before the lesson, you lose it. But if the lesson comes first, you receive the blessing with confidence and gratitude. So trust the timeline of your life. Trust that you are exactly where you should be right now. Trust that what is meant for you is not going anywhere. It is simply aligning with the perfect moment. Divine timing never fails. It never rushes. It never delays without purpose. And when your moment comes, it will arrive with clarity, ease, peace, and undeniable alignment, becoming a magnet for what you want. Once you learn to relax and trust the timing of the universe, something remarkable happens. You begin to naturally attract what is meant for you. This is not about luck, chance, or wishful thinking. It is about energy. Your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, and your vibrations are constantly sending signals to the universe. When you are tense, anxious, or doubtful, you attract more tension, anxiety, and doubt. But when you are calm, confident, and aligned, you draw toward you the people, opportunities, and circumstances that reflect that energy. You become a magnet for what you truly desire. High vibration is the key. The universe responds to energy, not effort. You cannot force a dream to come true while carrying fear or desperation. You cannot manifest love while feeling unworthy. You cannot attract abundance while doubting your value. But when you raise your energy, when you align with the version of yourself that already has what you desire, everything changes. Suddenly, doors open. Opportunities appear. People come into your life who elevate you. Situations shift in your favor. Life begins to flow instead of fight against you. Think about it. When you are at peace, people are drawn to you. When you radiate confidence, opportunities find you. When you genuinely believe you deserve the best, the universe begins to respond. You stop struggling, and instead, you start receiving. Stop chasing, and instead, things start chasing you. You stop worrying, and instead, life arranges itself perfectly around you. This is the magnetic power of alignment. Gratitude and self-love amplify this effect. When you appreciate what you already have, you send a signal that you are open to more. When you treat yourself with love and respect, you set the standard for how the universe and others will treat you. Confidence is attractive. Clarity is attractive. Peace is attractive. And this attraction is not about vanity or ego. It is about energy. The universe responds to the state of your being more than the words you speak or the actions you take. Manifestation is not about frantic effort. It is not about obsessing over what you want or trying to control how it arrives. It is about being the person who can naturally hold that reality. You attract what you are ready for. You receive what you can sustain. You magnetize what aligns with your true energy. This is why patience, relaxation, and inner work are so important. The universe cannot deliver blessings to someone who is not energetically ready to receive them. So, focus on becoming the version of yourself that already has what you desire. Feel the emotions of already receiving it. Live as if it is already yours. Elevate your energy. Cultivate calm, clarity, and confidence. Align your thoughts with positivity and faith. As you do this, The universe responds immediately. Opportunities, relationships, and abundance begin to flow toward you. You no longer have to chase. You no longer have to struggle. You simply become a magnet, and what is meant for you comes effortlessly, beautifully, and perfectly, surrendering to the flow of life. Surrendering to the flow of life does not mean giving up. It does not mean becoming passive or ignoring your goals. Surrendering is a conscious choice to stop resisting what is already in motion. It is the understanding that life unfolds in a perfect way, even when you cannot see the full picture. It is the recognition that every event, every person, every circumstance has a purpose and a lesson, even if it does not make sense in the moment. When you surrender, you release the need to control every outcome and instead allow the universe to guide you toward what is truly meant for you. This kind of surrender brings freedom. You are no longer trapped in anxiety, frustration, or fear. You no longer feel the need to force things to happen or to push against the natural flow of life. Instead, you breathe, you trust, you allow. And in that space of calm and openness, life begins to move with ease. Opportunities appear, relationships align, and solutions show themselves in ways you could not have planned. Surrender is the bridge between your effort and the universe's timing. Your effort sets the intention, but surrender allows the results to arrive in the perfect way. Many people confuse surrender with weakness, but it is actually a sign of strength. It takes courage to trust something larger than yourself. It takes patience to wait without stress. It takes faith to believe that the universe knows what you cannot see. When you surrender, you acknowledge that while you cannot control everything, you can control your energy, your focus, and your alignment. You step into a space of empowerment rather than struggle. Surrendering also helps you release what no longer serves you. Sometimes we cling to situations, people, or goals that are not aligned with our highest good. We hold on out of fear, habit, or expectation. But the moment you let go, you create space for what is truly meant for you. Life has a way of replacing loss with something far greater, but only when you stop clinging to the past and trust the unfolding of your journey. When you surrender, you also begin to notice the subtle signs and synchronicities that guide your path. You start seeing doors open that were previously invisible. You meet people who show up at exactly the right time. You find solutions that appear effortless. The universe communicates constantly, but it can only reach you when you are still enough to listen. Surrender creates that stillness. It allows you to hear the guidance that has always been there. Finally, surrendering allows you to live fully in the present. You stop worrying about the future or regretting the past. You stop trying to manipulate outcomes. Instead, you trust the timing, trust your alignment, and trust your worth. What is meant for you will come. It will come with ease, with clarity, and with grace. Your only responsibility is to stay aligned, stay patient, and remain open. Relax, breathe, trust. Life will give you exactly what you're ready to receive, and it will arrive in perfect timing.